Hi, Mr. H. Welcome. Please have a seat. So, in the beginning of this session, we're going to talk about the last session that we had. You talked about not having a job and marriage issues and anxiety and depression. During this session, we will discuss some goals on how to overcome them, and I'm going to be taking notes throughout, if you don't mind.
Okay, sure.
Okay, and has anything changed since the last session?
Not really, just still not struggling with, but I guess just trying to manage the anxiety and depression symptoms.
Okay.
Some Most days are a struggle, but every now and then they're more manageable than others.
Okay. And I recall in the last session you really wanted to talk about your marriage. That
Yes.
was one of the things that you said to me during the end of the session. So I do want to talk about that. You talked about being motivated, looking for a job, but they're not calling you back. So I want to talk about this. Are you still talking with your brother and sister?
Yeah, on occasion. I can't remember the last time if I told you my brother or sister one was more connective than the others, but um they're maintaining the same. Pretty sure it's my brother. Yeah.
Your sister, she seemed to calm you down a lot. So she's still helping while you're dealing with your marriage?
Yes. It's mainly just like the issues in the marriage now, they're like from the anxiety because I don't really feel like I can contribute to it. So I guess it's that whole like male stereotype thing where I'm not offering any kind of financial support, and my wife's now, I guess, the whole breadwinner type deal, and I just feel stuck. And of course, that makes me angry a lot because I don't feel like I'm worth anything. So I guess it ties into depression too.
Okay. So you think that that's causing you a lot of stress, just not being able to support her and her bringing home the money at the time.
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand.
Okay. So have you thought about Job Corps for work?
Job Corps.
Yeah, Job Corps is a an agency where they take you in and they train you on specific things and then they find you a job. It's kind of like going back to school. Um, I I believe it's a government agency. There's a couple in my surrounding county. I could definitely help you look into that.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, thank you. That would be great. I put in for more jobs, but I still unfortunately haven't heard anything back yet. I just feel like I'm getting the runaround, which is making me be a you know what to my wife and my supports, but it's just
okay.
really stressful.
Okay. Um, have you updated your resume and taken them to job sites? Because I know last semester you're talking about a mechanic. Is that
Hmm.
something you're still so? Have you went around to shops? I guess they're called shops, mechanic shops, and dropped off your resume?
Um, Tried to. I've done one or two, but I mean, I'm just still playing the waiting game, unfortunately.
Okay.
So, I
Do
mean,
you,
getting a job would be great as
right.
like something I want.
Okay. So what do you think would happen if you got a job?
Uh, hmm. Just having that another source of income, it would give me like a sense of fulfillment. And I've been told like a job doesn't define you, but when you don't have one, it's kind of difficult to think positively like that. So,
Right. So do you think maybe having a job would help with your marriage?
I mean, it would make me not be as mean or stressed all the time, sure.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about your marriage issues right now?
just I feel like she's mad at me the majority of the time, and I mean she's understanding and she knows I'm putting in effort instead of just sitting down and sulking. I'm
Right.
motivated, but I just it puts me in a mood because I know she wants to hear good news and she's hopeful, but when I don't have anything to offer, it's very unsettling.
Right. Okay. So getting a job is, would you say, top priority right now?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
I feel like that would alleviate the my issues. Not fully, but I mean it would be a positive factor in helping them.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I think a lot of the stress and anxiety, or a lot of the anxiety and depression is coming from not having a job. So I think setting a goal on when you should have a job, well, that's if you want to set these goals about having a job, I don't know, having one within 3 months from now and keep working on it. And then hopefully by the time you have that job, your marriage would be back where it belongs. And if not, then maybe we can discuss later on about marriage therapy, marriage counseling.
That's a
If that
that's a good recommendation. And honestly, you scared me a little bit whenever you said like set a goal for getting a job. I mean, like, yeah, obviously that's the goal, but I
Right.
thought you were gonna say like within a week. I was gonna be like, I can't. That's I can't
Realistically,
control when they get back with me. But it was nice. Like it's an immediate goal, but you said like 3 months from now. It kind of put me at ease. It didn't sound as intimidating.
right. I know you're having a lot of issues with people calling you back for a job. That's the reason why I think 3 to 4 months should be an ideal time frame.
Hmm.
But I
Okay.
also want you to kind of focus on stress techniques. And maybe you can teach these with your wife, or use them with your wife, so maybe she can kind of calm down. Um, let's see. The stress techniques I want to talk to you today about before we end this is the 5 A's. And the next session, we'll talk more about the 5 A's, but they are avoiding, altering, adapting, accepting, and active. And I'll also give you a page right here with coping strategies for stress, because you have a lot going on right now, and I don't want you to stress too much, especially about finding a job. It seems like your wife she has some income, so I don't have to worry about you having no shelter and no food.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to talk about today?
Um, no, I don't think so. It's nice that you made those suggestions for like what'd you call it? Job Corps?
Job Corps, yes.
Yeah, it was nice for that. Um, I I feel like I have something to work towards instead of just aimlessly trying to get a job. I feel like I have something to work towards now, like with a goal that's like what's the word? Specific, like I'm doing that, and
Right.
it's nice to keep that in the back of my head. And of course the marriage and family counseling, that I mean, I'm I don't have anything against it. I'm here doing this, right?
Right,
So
Mr. H. You're already
I'll
motivated.
take, yeah, thank you. I'll take all the help that I can get. So
Okay. Well, I'm going to leave these papers up in the front about the stress techniques and coping strategies for stress.
yeah,
And I
thank
would
you.
like you to use a couple of them, and then next week we'll talk about how they made you feel. Okay.
Okay, sure, yeah.
If you would like to go up to the front office and get your appointment card, I'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.